Been a while since I've done one of these, but hello YouTube, Stormblade here. We're back with some Destiny content. Today we're going to be doing a build video with what I'm going to be taking into Season 21 or Season of the Deep. It's a fairly simple build. I'm sure people have known it by now, but it's Albient Leap with Strand. Original, I know. But what I've done is to constantly have Woven Mail. I've been looking to see if anyone's really posted any videos about a build similar to this, but I haven't seen anything. So for this, I do tier 10 resilience. You can do tier 10 Brazil and tier 10 discipline. I just like to have recovery so that then I have extra health and then I heal fast. That's my personal choice, but if you want to do tier 10 resilience and tier 10 discipline, you absolutely could. So, for the build, the weapons, Quicksilver, for the tangles, so that then I can create tangles. Deafening Whisper with Wellspring to help with the ability regen, and then Crown Splitter, because do both Void for the scavengers, and because we're going to be up close anyway. For the exotic, it's going to be Albient Leap. I'm running Dynamo so that then I get a little more super, and Harmonic Siphon so I can make orbs. Heavy Handed just to kind of help with orb generation, and Harmonic Reloader because it doesn't hurt to have extra reload. No reserves, just resist mods. Strand Weapon Surge, which will kind of help with just give us a little extra damage. And then I have Void Scav. If you don't want to do Void Scav, you could easily do, like, which one is it? Insulation. And then you can pair it with, like, Recuperation or Better Already or Orbs of Restoration or Absolution. You could easily swap out any one of these or different scavs if you wanted to use a different special weapon. And then double utility kickstart on the class item, which, again, isn't really neat. You could easily swap it for some bombers, or you could do distribution, or you can do like one utility kickstart and one time dilation. Like, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but just every little bit helps. So on the subclass, we have Into the Fray. Destroying a tangle or casting your super grants Woven Mail for nearby allies. While you have Woven Mail, your melee regeneration rate is increased, which is good. And then we have Ginger's Lash. Activating your class ability will create a ripple in reality that travels forward along the ground, suspending and damaging targets on hits. So, gameplay loop is obviously you pop your barricade, you suspend things, you get Woven Mail, and then that'll give you like your melee back, and then that'll be paired with the aspects, which I'll go over in a second. You get a kill with your melee, then you'll get a tangle. You throw the tangle at a group of enemies, or just like get the floor. That'll also give you Woven Mail, refresh the timer. And then if you kill the enemies in the air, it'll combine with one of the aspects. Defeating suspended targets grants class ability energy, so that'll feed back into your barricade. And then if you were getting multi-kills with Quicksilver, then you can either use the tangle to refresh the timer, or you create an orb, and then you pick it up, which with Threat of Warning, bring up an overpower gives you Woven Mail. It will then also give you Woven Mail. I also have Finisher, Final Blows create Threadlings because of the stat bump, and then Super Final Blows emit a suspending burst from the target. So basically, this whole build is about just suspending things. Area control, whatever you want to put it. Or whatever you want to call it, sorry. So it's basically the gameplay loop. There's not really any places I can go to show this off anymore other than like a dungeon, and I'm not sure what dungeon would be best for this, because there are a lot of areas in the game. Not the agility one, I don't know. Sure, we'll go into this. I just need something solo that's not match made. I could maybe go into like Avalon, but I'm not gonna do the whole thing. I just do like the opening area. But yeah, that's more or less the gameplay loop. It's just constant woven mail, so you have constant damage reduction on top of the 30% from the tier 10 resilience, which is already helping with the class ability energy. You can run either barricade, doesn't matter. You can technically run whatever grenade, but shackle grenade just for the extra suspension. But you could just do the grapple if you wanted to. I don't care. This should... Bro. I just need a bunch of ads so I can show this off. But, like, once you get the gameplay loop down, you should have near, if not infinite, uptime with woven mail. Which will then also give you the additional regeneration with your melee, which I think they are buffing with Season of the Deep, so you'll have constant melees too, which will also help with the tangles. Like, if you are doing the resilience recovery mount, then you could swap Zavala, shut up. You could swap this out for Thread of Fury if you wanted the melees, or Thread of Transmutation while you have Woven Mail. Weapon Final Blows give you a tangle. So, this, bam, Woven Mail. That. Then orb, refresh the timer. It's really simple. Then you get the Woven Mail while you're in your super. You can use the barricade in your super, which is nice. I'm just trying to find a decent group of ads. Don't really come till later. You could also do things like Reaper, where you generate an orb after using your class ability. Like, I'm already at majority of it. Now I have my class ability back. And one of the bots just killed the enemy I was gonna kill. Bro, they keep killing the shit I'm trying to kill. Stop. Oh my god. This is actually gonna be fucking so difficult until I get past this area. Hold on. I killed it. That would give me less. So I think it's, you get more energy for like yellow bars than red bars. I forgot about the tangle cooldown. Yeah, see? Easy. Once you get the orbs going and everything else, easy to keep Woven Mail. And then, like, there are usually a couple of routes that you could go with this. If you can get the tier 10 anyway, you could, so you need that. We could swap this for, where is it? Come on. This powered melee final blows give your strand weapons unraveling rounds. You could do suspend, unravel, and sever effects applied to targets have increased duration. So you can do it to constantly have unraveling rounds on your Quicksilver or your summon, or not summoner, your immortal, whatever you want to run. It more or less comes down to what you want to run with the subclass. But it's not hard to get this loop going. And it's not hard for you to, if you don't care about recovery, which, you know, like I said, I do, but you don't have to. You can easily make it so you have constant Woven Mail, and then on top of that, constantly have your barricade, regenerating orbs, You have unraveling rounds from your melee, and you're getting the increased regen from having woven mail and like everything else. Like,
Commander,
I'm just doing mine just for the stats.
Erratic. Scattered.
They lack leadership. Crota's death left a void they have yet to fill.
Hive are coming from that portal up ahead. Let's
All
shut it
right,
down.
let me get a bunch of enemies so I can really show it off. All right, there we go. So you get a couple of kills. I have my thing back already. If it doesn't kill him. Then when you're waiting for the cooldown, you just have the orbs. Like, if you can at least, when you're suspending, if you can at least get like 2 enemies that you can create an orb, then you're good. Or even, you could just do Reaper, and then you do that, you get your kill, and then that is not what I wanted to grab. And then with that, you just go to town. So you definitely have options. I just wanted to go with stats. I just needed the extra stats so I could have my double hundreds in the spots that I wanted. And you don't even need the nade for this. Like, you can have it going with just the tangles and the melees and everything else. Like, I don't have the unraveling rounds on because 1, stats, and 2, unraveling is still in the artifact because this is pre-season 21. So, like, boom, I already have it back. It's really good. One of my favorite builds. I've been rocking it for a bit, but now I have gotten the stats to kind of perfect it a little bit. So now I have good survivability, I regen really fast, and then when I don't have it, I just do a couple grenade launcher shots, and it'll top me off on abilities. Yeah, not an overly complex build. You don't really need any specific weapons or anything. If you wanted to, you could easily swap this out for like Traveler's Chosen if you need help with the ability uptime, or if you wanted to have more grenades or something, or you know, whatever it is that you want. You just have options to create tangles and to get woven mail, and as long as you're suspending like 2, 3, maybe 4 enemies, then you'll have like damn near constant uptime on your abilities or on your barricade. And this can easily, like, this can hold down a room, everything. If you are going to use this for, like, higher level content, then I would say having Reaper is going to be your safe bet. You're probably not going to get as many multi-kills, and probably not as many, like, kills in general. And you're definitely going to want the extended effects. But if you're doing, like, low to mid-tier content, the build as is works really well. If you keep the finishers for threadlings, you could do the aspect or the fragment, whichever it is, that they go further and deal more damage, and then you run like a threadling, like scout rifle from Guardian games, or the SMG Immortal. Yeah. This isn't a complex build, but it's definitely one of the more fun ones that I've made and that I've been using for a while. I'm just gonna back out of this now. But yeah, that'll be it. There's obviously a lot of things that you can change and tweak if you wanted it to be more viable in like end game, or if you wanted it to work a little bit more a certain way, or if you just don't care about stats. As long as you just have the tier 10 resilience, then the rest of this doesn't really matter as much. But yeah, if you enjoyed, definitely like and subscribe for more, and I hope you enjoyed the build, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Discord and Twitch will be in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.